Hi, Josh.
What's up, Tressa?
We're live.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
So
Flying without a
cool.
net.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Da 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 do ba
Sorry
da
for
ba ba
what?
ba da ba.
What's wrong? What are you
Nothing.
apologizing for?
Nothing. I just got weirded out that I got comfortable stretching. I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah, you
Hey.
should only be uncomfortable at all times. Please.
Yes, I am a
Never
woman
allow
after all.
yourself comfort.
Oh. We watched.
Wait, should we do a thing?
Yeah, why do I always forget?
I don't know. Wow!
Woo!
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa.
I'm Tressa.
I'm Josh, and we are talking about a great show today. It's Reservation Dogs. We're talking about season 1, episode 1. The episode's called Fucking Res Dogs. And that's what it's called.
I didn't realize that's great.
So anybody that hasn't seen it already, we're going to spoil it. So you've been warned. So you can pause and come back. Now you're back.
Oh, you're back. Hello again. Thank you. How was
Tr-
your day? What?
Tressa, what'd you think of this show?
It was a lot of fun.
Have you seen it before?
I have
Previously?
not. I've not seen it. It's been on my list, but I have not seen it.
It's a good show. I'm excited that we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know who would love this show?
No.
Uh,
Why don't you please tell us?
uh, oh wait, hold on. Let me think of that movie. It's fuck. Um, my husband Andy loves movies and shows about teenagers, especially if they take place in the 80s, which this does not, but still, they're like rowdy teens. And damn it, what's the name of that movie? Uh, I think it's got Matt Dillon in it.
Oh,
It's
you're thinking of Over the Edge?
Yes, he fucking loves that movie. And I was just reminded of the ending. Oh yeah, because my son's school. Anyway, um, so yeah, good times.
Too real, too
Uh,
real.
uh.
Do you want to have your husband or son as guests on the show to talk
Oh,
about
we totally
this
should.
one?
No, not this one because they're busy. But
Okay.
eh, go ahead. Yeah, all right. So let's get into it then.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay,
Fuck
so
yeah.
this show is about a lot of things. Like,
Hmm.
it primarily centers on this group of teenagers living on a reservation. Do they say where?
I don't. I don't think so.
I don't think so
Maybe.
either.
I don't think so though.
Um, but it's also just about life on the reservation. Like the reservation itself is a character in many ways. Um, this so like just as a little bit of background, this show, apart from being produced by Taika Waititi, is created with by this show is created by the guys from the 1491s, which is a all native comedy team. But they don't just do comedy. Like if you just look on YouTube for 1491s, you can see, going back like over a decade, little comedy sketches, some of which are great and some of which don't really land. And you can see there's a whole series just called Represent, where they keep native languages alive, and they have like little kids counting from 1 to 10, and like just little stuff like that, like people saying like the same phrase in different native languages, not just native languages, but like primarily. And it's pretty awesome. And so like as an extension of like the creative works that they've been doing in both of those realms,
Hmm.
this show makes total sense, because this is it's first and foremost, it's comedy.
Yep.
And then beyond that, like, it's got a time and a place that, like, it's wonderful to meet these characters and to see their lives and to visit their struggles and their triumphs with them.
That's right, Josh.
Are you making fun of me? I'm just
No, I'm so afraid. I have nothing to add to this conversation. I didn't know anything about what you just said. The 1491s, never heard of them. Great to know that. It sounds great.
Oh
I
yeah, like, if you just go online, you're gonna recognize a bunch of these people
Okay.
just from, like, having popped up in, like, other comedy stuff before. I think all of them, or possibly all of them, are in. There's, like, a Daily Show segment where, like, longtime fans of the team, the Redskins, have to defend
Yeah.
their fanhood of the original team name to just another group, and then it happens to be these guys.
I think I
And
have exactly seen that. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
um yeah, so, like, yeah, anyway, that's just one sort of highly recognizable moment of them. But, like, you've probably seen a whole bunch of, there's a famous, well, I don't know how famous anything is, like, whatever I think is famous and not
Right.
famous doesn't even count. There's, like, a thing where they were making fun of the auditions for Twilight, and it's like,
Uh,
it's totally, like, clearly done on, like, lo-fi, like, somebody's, like, borrowed video camera in, like, the, high school basement on a Sunday or something.
nice.
And it's like, okay, but can you look, like, more Indian? It's like, these guys are,
Too Indian.
totally. Yeah. It's very silly. It's very silly. They're just making fun of, like, the over-the-top tropes in Twilight, which is not even a series that I'm that familiar with.
Uh,
But, like,
I think I also know that sketch as well, and I also have never seen Twilight, so
I've seen more than one of the movies,
I
but
have not
it's like
seen
they're
one.
very forgettable.
What?
But yeah, so, like, in the
So what team are you, bro?
well, so the werewolves in Twilight, I think, are all Native American.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, a joke in one of the early episodes of What We Do in the Shadows
Yeah.
about the werewolves, like, are you guys Native Americans? Well, I happen to be, but that's not why I'm a werewolf.
Right. All good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in fact, at least one of those guys in the werewolf gang is in the 1491s.
Ah, full
I
circle.
want to say, fuck, oh, I used to know all their names too. Is that John Wilson? I'm going to have to look it up. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this fucking episode.
All right, so we get an overhead shot, and we are listening to the radio. It is over the air radio, and it's DJ, and he's about to play Stooges' I Want to Be Your Dog.
Yeah, and so this is like Territorial Jam's radio show, and it's taking him back to his snagging days. There we get a little bit of res lingo, and he says, sounds like a shapeshifter jam.
That's right.
Right? Like, how dope is that?
So dope. Love it.
So, first of all, anyone that doesn't know the Stooges song, I Want to Be Your Dog, it's probably the greatest rock song ever written and recorded in the history of the world.
It's like the
In fact, take out
Citizen
probably,
Kane of
because
songs.
that makes me sound wishy-washy. Yeah, it's the should I stay or should I go of songs.
That's right, Josh.
So that song
Mhm.
played over the radio, which is diegetic music,
wait, what does diegetic mean?
So diegetic
Hmm.
means it happens within the world of the story. So sometimes you see a movie or a show and there's music, but it's just like the score or the theme. That's
Right,
non-diegetic. The people in that world are not listening to that music.
right. Got it.
Sometimes you have crossover moments. Did you ever see the
Yes.
movie Birdman
No.
with
Michael
Michael
Keaton?
Keaton? Yeah.
I
So
did
like
not.
that has like a driving jazz score, and like 3/4 of the way through the movie, we see Michael Keaton pass the jazz drummer who's playing it, and it's like your mind explodes. Anyway,
Oh no, I don't want to
yeah,
do that.
yeah, it's a painful moment in the theater. Um, yeah, so anyway, that's the diegetic music means like that song is played by a radio DJ in the show. We can assume that the characters are listening to this fucking track while they're pulling off the heist of the century. They're stealing a chip truck.
The Flaming Flamers chip truck.
So stupid.
It's so stupid. Yeah, and yeah, they snag this truck. They get in. One of them tells the other they need to put their seatbelt on. Why?
Yeah, they're
We're in
fighting
a
about
heist.
putting on your seatbelt while we're trying to get away with our stolen loot.
Taking way too much time doing it.
And then
Drive off.
they're driving, they're still dragging the metal ramp that
Yeah,
like they use to load and unload. So it's
yeah.
just throwing sparks, slowing them down,
They pass.
arguing about directions.
Mhm. They pass a parked cop car. That's the cop is just watching a documentary on JFK. He's not paying attention. He doesn't even notice.
Doesn't notice one bit. He's just wrapped up in the conspiracy video.
I mean, it's so good though. And they come to what I didn't double check, but I believe the place was called Burgle Cuts. Is it?
Burgle cuts?
I
Oh,
think
I thought it was
so.
just like the junkyard.
Oh, there's a huge sign outside the fence when they pull
Okay.
up.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't, I
I
don't,
didn't take notice of it and I should have.
Josh, we
Yeah.
talked about
I done
this.
fucked up.
So they get eventually let in. They don't really know how to get in, but they finally just open the gate for them. Pull up. Um,
Did anyone follow you? No, just like his Insta. Boom. It's a joke. It's a joke.
oh,
Sometimes characters just have to tell jokes.
especially in sitcoms.
I have heard, and I don't know if you've heard this also, but that there's sort of like 3 levels of joke hierarchy.
Hmm.
There's like the character joke, the situation joke, and then just the jokey joke. If you can hit more than one of those, I mean, the best one to get, if you have to choose just one, is character.
Okay.
And then situational, sure, I'll take it. And then the joke is like, fuck, I guess we needed something. But if you can hit more than one of those at a time, it's like,
Like,
mastery.
are you mean like if you can tell multiple jokes, or are you saying if you can encompass all of that in one joke?
If you can encompass all of that in one joke.
Got
So,
it.
yeah. So this is, this, although I love the show, this is just that one bottom rung. This is a joke.
Losers.
Sorry, guys.
What? So, what's his name?
I
Some
mean, I guess
guys
it's a
like,
little bit character. It's a little bit character
yeah, it
because
is, but we
they're
don't know the
teens.
characters. So, well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine,
Okay.
Josh. It's fine. Uh, they're told that the guy in the office wants to see him.
Kenny boy.
That's the guy in the office.
Yeah.
He's great. I freaking love him.
Right? That dude is great in Parks and Rec as a
Uh,
minor character.
uh, he's like, you know what?
Not a show you've seen. That's okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, he fucking kills it. I don't know if he's like a writer or producer on that show or this show also, but he is fucking funny.
yeah. They all sit down on this little couch facing him, And he's like, you guys are good thieves. Best in town. Small town. Nice. And we get the introduction to Bear, Willie Jack, and Alora Dannon. Alora
Uh-huh.
Dannon.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he has another great line. Oh, I don't know exactly what he says, but he's like, oh, that's a Willow reference, right? Ron Howard joint. Goes on and on about Willow. I love that he loves Willow and remembers it. Because I love Willow, I do not remember it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's good. Well, I remember it being good. I don't know.
I heard it's a Ron Howard joint.
Yeah, he does great work.
Yeah.
Mm. We go back outside and
Oh,
we
but
meet.
we also meet Willie Jack.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
yeah, I said Willie Jack. And we go outside and we meet Cheese. He's talking to the first guy that we saw at the junkyard, and he tells him the other guy his pronouns, and then the other guy is like, I'm a Native American. And she says, cool. I don't know that guy's name. I just know that he says he's a Native American. That's all. That's all I
Yeah.
know. So now we're back in the office and they're like, they want to ask head office guy something. And he's like, you know what? Just be free with your words. What do you want to tell me? What do you want to ask me? And they're like, hey, can we have the chips? We just want the chips. You guys can have the truck after you pay for it. And we just want the chips. And he's like, yeah, whatever, fine. They take the chips.
For $1. They have
$1, that's right.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's transactional. It's
Yeah.
like, give me $1. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So they get to keep the chips, and then we get to see them carry the boxes over the opening credit sequence.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Walking through a field to their hideout.
Willie Jack graffiti on their secret hideout location.
Big's cruiser. Oh, no.
What's up?
The next shot is the video footage of their hideout. Big in his cruiser, who's they hate and is stupid.
I don't think
And
they hate him. I don't think anybody hates anybody in the show, honestly.
okay, that's fair, but I mean, that's projection because cops. And then we meet Rob.
Everybody
and
seems to have a pretty friendly relationship, which is
Yes.
nice.
I was agreeing with you. And then we also meet Cleo and Rob, who work at the catfish shop. And we learn about there will be a memorial for their friend Daniel, who died a year ago. And the reservation killed him. That's why they want to get out. Pull back. This is a school assignment that Bear has made.
Yeah, the video was for a class project, and the teacher's like, some of that looked illegal.
Eh.
So then we see, it's like, they're out on the corner like selling chips.
Yeah. Front
Yeah,
yard.
they're raising funds any way they can.
Little girl comes up to buy some chips. Hey, tell your friends. I don't have any. Go get some. Some dude gets some chips without even asking. I got friends. No, you don't. Okay. And then we got two guys, two rappers come up, and they have all the dirt on the whole reservation, apparently.
Yeah, they're like the fucking ear to the ground. They're the voice of the street. They're like all
They
the
are.
gossip.
Yeah.
They're two twins, and they ride bikes and they rap.
Yeah, they're fucking fantastic. And
It's like another teen gang looking them over.
yeah, giving them the stink eye from a car across the street or something. And okay, and it's addressed later, but they're collecting this money and then putting it in the gas tank of a motorcycle, and that made me so anxious. All right. You know what? You go ahead. I gotta take care of a dog.
Uh-oh. Okay. I can just dance. I can keep the people entertained for a moment while you're gone. La-di-da-di. We likes to party. Don't worry, everybody. Tress will be back in no time. Her dog is old and kind of sick, and so sometimes she's got to take care of Pickles. That's the name of the dog. Uh, See, that didn't take any time at all. She's already returned, and I'm sure that Pickles is going to be okay. I mean, I hope that Pickles is going to be okay. I hope she didn't just murder Pickles. Egad. So, you didn't murder Pickles, did you? Uh-oh, your mic is off. So, you can hear me, but I cannot hear you.
Sucks for you.
So, yeah. So we were just talking about they're saving money to go to California, and you see Bear sneak money into his mom's wallet.
Oh.
I think that's what happens.
I think you're right too, but I was
I don't think
confused.
he's stealing money. I think he's putting money in.
He's a good kid.
He is a good kid. They're all good
Mhm.
kids,
Yeah, they all
even though
are.
they're bad kids.
Yeah, but it's understandable.
Yeah, so she's getting made up. She's planning to go out tonight, and she's singing, "Don't go chasing waterfalls." It's TLC.
Yeah, no.
What's that?
I was gonna. Okay, you know what? I'll tell the story. Um, the first time I met you was when I went to Boston in a New Year's Eve trip to meet a friend of ours, and and I took an Amtrak train out to Boston, and it was the most horrific experience taking a coach train.
Mm.
Oh, God. There's a mother and her daughter sitting in front of me. And for approximately 28 hours, they sang that song repeatedly.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
I wanted to kill myself. So I can never not think of that moment when I hear that song.
That same old friend that neither of us even knows where if they're alive or dead anymore,
Yeah.
once got me to go to Chicago,
Mhm.
and I like hemmed and hawed about it until the last minute, and I ended up paying probably as much for a Greyhound as a plane would have cost.
Yeah.
And for like, I don't even know how long, like 12 hours, I was sitting behind a guy who was wearing a suit that I can only say it was like the whole suit looked like a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, that's interesting.
And like he was talking the ear off of a woman that he didn't know.
Mhm.
And they both, I was probably in my early 20s and they were older, but I can't say by how much. He seemed to be on drugs and talking about drugs and prison to like a Midwest mom who literally just said like, "Oh, wow," to like everything he
Oh,
said
no.
nonstop for hours on end. And I was just sitting directly behind them and there was nothing I could do.
No.
And
She did not want to have that conversation. Maybe if I say the same thing and not even a sentence every single time, he'll leave me alone. No, he will not.
yeah, there's no getting away.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, mom's getting ready for a date. Or wait,
Don't
yeah,
go
date.
chasing waterfalls.
And Bear's like, okay, but I gotta pee. And
Stick
she's
to the rivers and the streams that you're used to.
yeah, that's where she told him to pee outside.
It's funny. Somebody has to pee. You sing that song. It's like torture.
Yep. It's just like the sound of water is just talking about it.
So we find out that Bear's dad, who's AWOL, is a rapper and
That's right.
not in the picture, not directly in his life.
Right.
So just a question, like the mother and daughter that sang that song, did they know the full song?
No.
They just knew the hook.
No. No.
Yeah,
They only knew the fucking chorus.
it's very catchy.
Mm. I and
We could
I
sing it together. That I don't think we're going to.
no.
So Big rolls up on the crew,
Oh yeah.
asks them if they've seen a stolen food truck full of chips.
What? Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
No.
And then he runs down some other recent crimes in the area.
Yeah, like what?
Last week, 2 cars got stolen.
Hmm. Hmm.
Copper from 20 streetlights went
Weird.
missing.
Huh.
Yeah, all the steaks from the grocery store.
All of them, huh?
Yeah, weed gummies from the old lady's porch for her cataracts. Also, there's graffiti of a penis.
Penis and boobies, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. Penis and boobies and whatnot.
Yeah, so the kids all deny any knowledge.
But you know what? He's more concerned about the weird stuff, the paranormal stuff he's been
The
seeing.
supernatural.
Supernatural stuff.
Yeah, the deer lady's been seen.
Yeah. I want to see the deer lady.
Right? What's up with the deer lady?
Oh. He Big asks about Bear's mom, and then he's on his way. Eh,
Right? Tell your
totally.
mom I stopped by. They're all like, ooh, he's trying to snag your mom.
Oh, teenagers and their moms.
Yeah, but I think that all of this is 100% what's happening. He is trying to snag Bear's mom.
Yeah. Where are they walking to now? They're gonna go get some catfish? Yeah, they're gonna go get some catfish, right?
They're about 2 months from having enough money for California.
Car pulls up.
It's the other gang.
Yeah, and they pull out guns and they start shooting. They shoot all of them multiple times with paint guns.
Yeah, it's like an epic, it's a total Tarantino shootout moment, but with paintballs and kids.
Mhm.
And then the bodies float up in a moment of the surreal, which is just sort of like interwoven into the life of this show.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear then sees, it's like he has a vision.
Mm-hmm.
Or is this something that just actually occurs? He sees a almost naked Indian on horseback, and he asks.
Okay, he's shirtless. Settle down, Josh.
And also like that. So that dude is definitely a member of the 1491s.
Mm-hmm.
He's I think his name is. I'm gonna get it wrong. Anyway.
Is it William Knife Man?
Well, no, because he's asked. He's asked, "Are you Crazy Horse?" He's like, "No, I'm William Knife Man." But I think that dude's real name. I want to say, it's. No, I'm gonna have to double check.
Okay.
The guy from What We Do in the Shadows is Bobby Wilson, if I'm remembering correctly, and this is Dallas Goldtooth, I think.
Okay. I don't know.
Nobody's checking me or quizzing me.
I'm not gonna
I'm
do
offering
that.
answers that nobody asked for.
Please, somebody call in.
So anyway, William Knifeman was at Little Bighorn and he
Uh,
saw Custer, but his horse hit a gopher hole and
mm,
just rolled over on him.
yeah. But he really fucking hated Custer.
So here's the thing, like the spirit world is always cold, and so his nipples are always hard, and he's always hungry.
Dude, that sucks. That's like my fucking nightmare. Always being cold and always being hungry. Like, if you want to see me crabby all the time, apparently I need to be in the afterlife. Like, fuck that. I hate it. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
So William Knife Man is like, bro, what are you doing for your people? I just
Yeah,
see what
he's like, we died for our people and the land. What are you going to do? I'm just messing with you. But think about it. And then the horse sits down instead of walking.
he kind of turns around like he's gonna walk off into the
Right.
sunset.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's a wonderful way to undercut what he's already undercut. It's fantastic.
yeah, it's great.
And then Bear wakes up. We got
What,
the twins again, the rappers.
Mars and Miko, is that their name?
I will have to double check. That could be right.
And they're letting these guys know that they told the new guys all about them and how they're the biggest gangs in the reservation. And if you want, like, I don't know, dominion over this reservation, you're going to have to defeat Bear, Willie Jack, Cheese, and a
Whose
lot of.
pronouns are he, him, his.
That's right. Yeah. And now they're all fucking, what the fuck? Why did you
Right.
tell them that?
Why did you set up a fucking gang war?
We are fucking children, you assholes. I mean, they didn't.
Also, the rapper twins have the same uncle as was it
Bear.
Bear?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. Yeah. We're at the catfish shop.
Oh, also, as they leave, they're like, "Be careful! They seem serious."
Thanks, man. At the catfish shop, Rob's at the cat cash register. Jesus Christ. Rob is at the cash register and he's like, yo, Cheese, if you're gonna steal something, just let me know. I just needed to write it down in the books. And Cheese has a thoughtful, like, gaze at the food and he just grabs the lollipop, walks to the table. I love Cheese.
Yeah, Cheese is great. Honestly, I love all these characters,
Yeah,
and I just love the acceptance of, I know you're going to steal something.
it's fine.
It's fine. Just let me know. Just need to take, inventory.
You're teenagers. You don't have jobs.
Yeah, so the kids are all sitting at the diner table.
Hmm.
The chip truck driver comes in. His whole life is circling the drain since that robbery.
Like,
His wife left him. He
he's
got
talking to Rob.
diabetes.
Yeah, and Rob's like, well, I guess it could be worse. And he's like, could it though? Because then here's what else happened, and lists like 50 other things. Like his life is essentially fucking over because that truck got stolen.
Yeah, they're going to cut off my leg.
Yeah. And then he ends it with, I guess it could be worse. I don't
So
know.
he tells the kids like enjoy your lives because in the blink of an eye some ruffians could jack your truck and everything goes to hell.
Thank you, sir. Back at the hideout.
Bear is moping. Cheese says he's probably depressed.
He's
Depression affects 1/5 of Native Americans.
not. Hmm.
Cheese informs us. Cheesepedia.
uh, I forget what happens.
They're like, this town sucks. We have to get what we can and get the fuck out. And Allura looks at a picture of Daniel. Bear gets home at night and thinks he sees Daniel. And then the next morning, Allura brought Bear a meat pie. Willie Jack made it.
Apparently, she makes great meat pies.
Yeah,
But
that's nice. She just like
yeah,
swings by like she's on his bedroom window.
right. And she also came to give Bear her share of the money because earlier Bear's like, I feel guilty as hell. We should return the truck.
Yeah.
And originally she's like, fuck that, no way. But now she's like, all right, fine, let's just do this.
Yeah. Like, I mean, so we've got the push pull, right? Like, on the one hand, they're like, fuck this place. It's dragging us down. It's an anchor around all of our necks, and we got to get the fuck out any way we can. But they're nice people, and they don't want to fuck anyone else over in their pursuit of getting out.
No, it's easier when you don't see faces.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, so
So,
they go to buy the
yeah.
truck back from the guys from Burgle's Chop or whatever it's called. And they're like, yeah, no problem. Here it is. And it's like half of a frame of a truck. They've already
Yeah.
stripped it completely. Oh,
Yeah, so we get a little dose. Hoka today is a good day to die. You're not Lakota. No one's perfect.
uh, now we're at the memorial for Daniel.
Yeah, they have all got on Reservoir Dogs suits.
Yeah, they do.
And they,
Black pants, black jacket, black tie, white shirt. You know the uniform.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a snazzy look, you know?
it
It's your
is.
classic rude boy joint.
Not to be mistaken with Ron Howard joint.
The other gang pulls up in a classic drive-by.
Mm.
They yell Indian Mafia bitches. And
Actually, I think that was White Steve that said that. I don't know for sure, but that's what they said earlier. They were in the car and the girl was like, let's go get White Steve. I think that's what that was.
well, yeah, so he's in the gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a flip off, and it turns out that the other gang stole their stolen copper.
Wait, I don't
That's our
understand.
fucking money.
I did not understand that. How did they not sell it in time? Was it
I
just
guess
sitting
not.
around?
I guess.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know how many outlets they have for stolen goods. As far as I know, it's just Kenny. But maybe copper goes to somebody else. I don't know. I would think that the scrapyard slash junkyard slash whatever is your one-stop shop.
I'm not familiar with the life of crime, so I couldn't say. Josh.
Well, I mean, I think that when you have a semi-liquid thing like metal, so like I'm sure you've seen that catalytic converters have
Uh-huh.
become a hot property for stealing in the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in that that's like super expensive and hard to come by and whatever. And so if some cars like those are like easily stolen from and it's mega expensive to replace, but it's also like a good payday for the thief.
Right.
But I think that all of that goes to scrap yards who are like, I don't know nothing about nothing. I just pay for what I get.
Yeah.
I think.
Burgle chops.
Burgle chops. Burgle chops? Is
I
that what
don't
it
know.
says?
Hold on, let me look. Oh. Burgle cuts.
Burgle cuts.
I think
Like,
that's what it said. I didn't rewind to make sure, but I think that's what it said.
it sounds like a barber shop. I'm
For
going to burgle
burgles,
cuts.
yeah. We do a nice little reservation or reservoir dogs walk away, and Cheese asks if he can be Mr. Camo. Cheese, you're
Well,
adorable.
right. We see like a guy rides by on horseback. That's just like, he lives there, and the brothers bike by, and they're talking about like we got to be like vigilantes, not criminals. We got to protect this place, and they've got a new mindset. And the brother rapper dudes was told the other gang that they are called the Reservation Dogs. Is like, why'd you call us that? I don't know. Just I had to think of something.
I didn't even see that or hear that part.
Yeah, and so I think it's Willie Jack that's like fucking Res Dogs,
Yeah.
Mr. Camouflage. And then we get credits while Big investigates and helps a turtle.
Turtle.
Yeah. And then he gets
What?
locked out of his cruiser while he's trying to help a
No.
turtle.
No, that is not what I saw. That is not what I saw.
What
What
did you
I
see?
saw
What
was
did you see?
a field nowhere near water he was in poking at a dead fish, and there were dead fish all around him. Part of the supernatural shit that had been going on, I
Mm-hmm.
assume it had been raining fish.
Why would you think your go-to is it was raining fish?
Because that's a thing that happens, and that's like a common, like, supernatural thing happened, and it was raining fish or frogs or whatever.
I think that happens in maybe a Bible story and the movie Magnolia.
But it happens in Magnolia because it's a thing that happens.
Really? Why don't you show me the fucking meteorological chart that has frogs?
Josh.
There's a plague of frogs in the Old Testament, I
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
believe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about modern day
Uh-huh.
frog clouds. And they explain it by wind tunnels sucking up fish or frogs or whatever and throwing them somewhere that doesn't have water. I don't know. I've
I
read
mean,
about it.
look, okay, so I think this is the deer lady up to her old tricks.
I'm just saying he's into the supernatural shit, and that was supernatural. It was not a turtle.
Right, I mean, okay, well, yeah, I don't know. There's questionable supernatural stuff that he's suspicious of. There might be real supernatural stuff happening all around. There just might be like a touch of magic in the air, or maybe Bear just has stress and PTSD and a lot of other stuff going on in his life causing him to imagine stuff.
And also
We
somebody
don't
could
we
have
don't
just
need to have one or the other be true and the other one not be. Maybe they're both true, maybe neither is true, maybe something else.
somebody could have just thrown a bunch of fish in a field, but there were fish in that field that he was looking at. That's what he was investigating. I'm not saying it literally rained fish. I'm saying there
You
were fish in that
literally
field.
said it literally rained fish.
I'm saying that is a supernatural thing that has been known to happen, and I'm saying that
What
he
the
thinks
fuck?
that happened.
It's a supernatural thing. I'm not saying it literally happened, but it's a supernatural thing that's been known to happen. What?
I'm saying in this show,
Okay.
I'm not saying that it literally happened in this show, but it is a story that has been told in supernatural circles. So I can see where Big would be like, oh, it was raining fish because there are fish in this field. When in reality, it could have very well been somebody threw some goddamn fish in the field and he's like, oh God, it's raining fish. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I kind of zoned out for a second, so it's not your fault. I think I have a cold. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go do Xanax and look at the wall for a while because you're making me crazy.
Okay, guys. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this
Oh my
episode.
God,
Thanks so much
so
for joining
great.
us.
Oh, I can't believe we